All right, today we're gonna install these limb risers on this Bronco Badlands Edition. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that real quick. Got these on Amazon. We'll put a link in the description if you'd like to get one. So this kit is about 54 bucks. I'd never heard of limb risers, but it's a pretty cool concept. Is this cable is gonna run from here up to the top corner. So if you're going off-road and you're going through some brush with limbs, it will raise them up to keep them away from your car. Okay guys, here is one side installed. This is what it's gonna look like. We realized while installing this that in the picture they had it on this far back one, but we did it in the middle because of having enough room to tension and untension it. And then we've realized, because they had it installed in this hole, but you could install it in the hole further back, and that would allow you to install it in this front hole. So I think on the other side, that's how we're gonna do it. So we'll show you the whole process now. All right, so the first step is to remove the hardware here that came with it originally. Those are both T30s, and on the back, you also have a T30. So if you have two T30s, we're not going to be reusing these, so you can go ahead and save them in a little baggie or something. All right, we're going to take the two long bolts and the smaller nuts and the smaller washers, and we're going to go ahead and install this metal plate. And we noticed that the metal plate actually has the hole over here is a little bit higher than the hole there, and so I think that's how you have to install it to make it level. And you'll see that you barely have any thread on the outside to get your nut on, but once you tighten it up, the thread kind of becomes flush with the nut there, so it works out well. All right, so that nut is a 10 millimeter and the bolt is a 4 millimeter hex. So just kind of hold that in place, tighten your nut. So you can just tighten them until the bolt is flush with the nut here. It comes with lock washers too that you could put on there. And the next step is this thing. I think they call it the brancher or something, but they call everything the brancher in these instructions. So I just remove the little pin, and I think we're eventually gonna just replace this with a normal cotter pin instead of that weird round one. And we're gonna place it on the farthest one closest to the windshield. And then just reinstall the pin. And we're gonna go ahead and remove this pin, and now it's all ready for the cable later on. We're gonna move to the step to install the hardware up here. You just pop this little cap off. So it just snaps right off, and then it has the little plastic piece that it snaps onto is held on by these two nuts on the studs.
10 millimeter.
These are also 10 millimeter. So just go ahead and remove both of these nuts. Take that plastic tray off, and we put the bracket on, included in the kit. And then you put that plastic tray back on and use the original nuts. Tighten that back down. There we go. All right, now we have this larger bolt, and that has a 6 millimeter hex head on it. So we're gonna put a washer on there, and then it comes with these bigger nuts and the washer with the bigger hole here. We got another one of those and one of the larger lock washers. All right, so now we're just gonna attach the cable to the inside of our bracket. We're gonna do the top hole this time, right? Top hole.
The other top hole.
And put the big washer on. Big lock washer. Oh, I have it in my hand. And the nut. nut is a 13 millimeter. Now, the moment of truth, you can go ahead and adjust this by spinning the barrel. Go ahead and reinsert the pin. And go ahead and spin it the other way to tighten it back up. And then when you have it as taut as you would like, oh yeah, here's a nice little trick. You can stick a hex key in here to get you some leverage to spin that to get it nice and tight. You can just snug up the washers to prevent it from spinning. All right, and that's it. So really easy install. I think these things look pretty cool. So now we'll just correct that other side over there, probably change it so it looks like this one. And that's all there is. Now to open the hood, we can't open it right now because there's a vehicle in the way, but you will probably have to loosen these back up again to have enough play in these so that your hood can open up through them. So that's the only thing that you have to keep in mind. So if you're interested, link of these in the description of the video. All right, so I hope that was helpful. If you guys have a new Ford Bronco, got a bunch of other accessories on the channel, check them out if you're interested. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.